Okay, what's up, everybody? Yeah, Dwayne's tripping, dude. Dwayne's straight tripping. And he gotta be exposed to this shit. I mean, what the fuck? He gotta be exposed to this shit. Like, he gonna sit here, because he fucked up his life when he was young, when he was 18 and shit. He want other motherfuckers to do this shit for what? Some stupid ass North Carolina shit.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't really think it's kind of hot outside, but I just did a quote for home. I kind of undercharged because a lot of people have been turning down offers lately.
Nigga, you working at Stanley Steamer. Can you feed on 4 children?
Those stinking Mexicans, y'all need to go back to Mexico.
That's true.
Yeah, I said it. Go back to ice need a cup.
Hey, they came here to get love from the homies.
They didn't know I spun the block on them. I had a client the other week. I said, man, it's 425 clean the house. That was disgusting. And I underbid it. It should have been 565. Spin the block. 3 days. They said, oh, we went with another cleaner. I said, you see what he got to clean. He wanted me to, he said, I need it done by the 17th. So they probably had somebody there by the 15th, 16th. So I come there on around the 16th. Spin the block. I seen that Nissan. Yeah. I seen the Nissan with the bumper and the messed up lady.
Look at this. Like, here we got the dudes standing up and shit. Is this a female or is this a dude? It's a female. Good for her. So many females messed up their lives by having kids. With a random one night stand and shit when they're young, or a boyfriend, it's some stupid shit. Got your whole life ahead of you, yet you gonna start having crotch dumplings, not use protection, can attract STD that can rock your life, or else STD a kid you don't want. And you as a female, yeah, you benefit from child support, all this shit, but no quality man is gonna want you. Now you're gonna have some beta scent Mexicans that had to excommunicate one that I met in Vegas a year ago. You're gonna have beta scent Mexicans that might take anything. You're gonna have beta scent black dudes might take anything. Beta scent Jamaican Caribbean dudes might take anything. Who knows? Of course, beta scent white boys take anything, but most of the white boys are closet psychopaths. But then you got, even as a female, you're ruining your life. You're lowering your sexual marketplace value.
Yeah, I see it.
And I'm like a dickhead like Bill. Yes, sex, because we live in an economy-based world. Sex is a marketplace value. When Bill bought some tranny hookers in Philippines, it was a marketplace.
Come out with a cowboy boots on. He was like 5'3". I see him. That's how we got the Mexicans. Send him an email. Hey, man.
Oh, Mexicans took over North Carolina as well, and the white man is the reason. He's importing them for cheap prostitutes, cheap labor, and cheap drugs.
Is Dwayne OC cleaning?
Let's drug us.
Just wanted to check in with you about that. See if anything else we could work out with. I do price matches as well. How much they charge? The cleaners you went with. Usually they don't answer that question. I ask. I be trying to be in people's business. 10 Mexicans did it for $185. A job for $425. They did it for a job really for $565. 10 Mexicans did it for $185.
The fact that you were in a job where a Mexican can undercut you, I mean, that's some bullshit. In real estate, people want an American, or because I'm an active duty veteran, they might prefer me. So I'm not competing with the Mexicans straight off the boat. You're working in Tennessee and competing with Mexicans straight off the boat. That security, you can't be you can be a foreigner, but you can't be straight off the boat. You have to pass the full test on this shit. So when you get a license at something, it increases your value in the marketplace. I had a godmother that one time said, You get paid for what you know. If you don't know nothing, you don't get paid nothing.
I'm tired of them.
And I was active duty, so I get paid that for life. I'm not gonna do that.
Back to fucking Mexico, you cheap bastards.
That's true, but I don't like it because they bring in the crime, they bring in their diseases, all this shit. They can trick some beta males like you into having kids by these stupid Mexican bitches and have an anchor baby here. So Mexicans bring a lot of problems here. You know, this Mexican guy excommunicated. They're simps. They pay too much. They're paying too much for prostitutes. They're just stupid shit. And so it's like I don't like how they simp and shit like that. I saw that in the military. The Mexican simp. How they're homosexuals, they're simps, and it's just weird.
Now, granted, only when they stepping on my toes, I got a problem. Because I did it the other day. I needed my brakes changed. I did it like 2 months ago. I needed my brakes changed. And the white man said, "Oh, it's $600. I already had the brakes. I paid $300 for the price you put on." So I went to the med to put them on for $85. Like I said, they beneficial when it's for me. The Taco truck for me.
Yeah, but if he did a shitty job, you need to slam them brakes because the drunk driver pulled in front of you. You gonna wish you went to the white man. You should have gone to a white man who was cheaper. Then you could have gone to Take 5, maybe the cheaper. You know what I'm saying? But who you want the Pet Boys? They gonna overcharge you. Or you go to Take 5, or you go to Jiffy Lube. They gonna charge you probably a better rate.
Y'all women, cool. Stepping on my toes in this business. I need to get the fuck on, you cheap bastards.
If you were in a business that wasn't low quality, that was actually took advanced licensing education, you couldn't be. Mexican can't step on your toe because he has to be the same license you got.
I do everything cheap. Just left the house right now. She said, "Oh, everybody telling me it's $5K to paint the home. The Mexicans did it for $2,500. Half the price. Half the price. Just because y'all bundled up and work hard." Anyways, man, that ain't the point of this video, man. The point of this video, I did a video yesterday where I was saying, a lot of guys wrote back. They said, "What's wrong with being 35? No kids, no relationship." Fella, that's a lot wrong, especially 35. Guys, we're old. 35, we're old. You need a family, bro. You're about to be 40. You need a family. You need some responsibility. And a woman notices that stuff. A woman sees a man with no girlfriend, with no kids, no responsibility. She sees that and she knows, hey, this guy here is he's
Who cares what women think, bro? Like my assistant broker at my office, he was always talking about how he wish he would have stayed single. Like, why do we have to meet some woman's expectation of what we're supposed to do when we're living in 2026, a new day? You can't go around on a horse like it's 1880 anymore. You can't. To protect yourself, you have to have a modern firearm to protect yourself. You got to have a modern vehicle to go up and down the road. So you have to update your thinking. So I don't know. I think Dwayne, though, is insincere because he wants other people to be miserable like him. He knocked up some hoes when he's 18 and some sluts, and now he wants us to pay for it. And he ain't with his baby mamas he knocked up. Trust me.
Confident. That's really what it shows.
They might be such little quality bitches. He won the custody battle. That goes to show you, like, women win 90% of the time. And if they so low quality or they crack course, they literally gave up the children. That's like show you they weren't quality.
Like I said, I'm gonna give you guys 3 scenarios. If you're 35 plus and no kids, no girlfriend, your life is extremely disciplined. Meaning you are self-centered, you have time, you are extremely disciplined. Meaning you will never smash a chick without a rubber. Number 2, it shows you're unattractive and no woman wants you. And number 3, it shows you probably not good in bed. Let's be honest. 80% of us are here because our parents was having good sex. All my kids, I was having good sex. That's why I got kids. I have good sex. I be with girls that have good sex. Every girl that I've met who's 35 plus or 30 plus.
Nigga, you talk like a retarded idiot. Like, who gives a shit about good sex or not? You can have good sex with a condom on any damn way. So what are you even talking about? See, are you a fucking idiot? I already know the answer to that rhetorical question. But it's like, dude, why the fuck would you want to have kids with just a good sex partner? Even if you're having good sex with some chick, good sex partner. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to have good sex with a chick from Caribbean, but I don't mean I want to have a baby by her. You know what I'm saying? So that don't even make any sense. Like, why do you want to? You want to just ruin your whole life with this good sex? Like that don't make any sense. You're like a simp-minded idiot or some shit. But that's basically what I wanted to say. I'll make this a quick one. Um, yes, it's Dwayne, and he's tripping. Yeah, Dwayne. I spanked it even a year older than me. I would get him a spanking because he telling guys to have babies because they turn at 35. That don't even make any sense. Like, why would you even do that? That don't make any sense. So every older guy I talk to, most of them that have good sense said, "Oh, I should stay single. I should stay single." You know, the MGTOW movement, it was corrupted by just like hip hop was corrupted in the 80s. The MGTOW movement was corrupted by the homosexuals and these weirdos and these white people. They corrupted the movement when the movement was about all the movement was about was being free, be a man who's free. You see all this guy who wants to be that guy who get the divorced single dad, okay, who gets to see the kids on every other holiday. You know, that's some dumb who and he paying all his child support. Who wants to do that? Okay, that's what Dwayne is leading guys to. And most of half his comment section is roasting his ass because he's saying some stupid shit. He's saying some stupid shit. I texted dude and I said, "You're tripping, dude, because you're saying some stupid shit and you're ruining dudes' lives." Okay? Why would you even say that? Because you want Misery Lakes company. He fucked his life up at 18. Then he's dumb. I only went to the National Guard. I was active duty. He only went to the National Guard. You got 2 kids. You need to do active duty, dude. And if they kill your ass, they kill your ass because you're already a fuck up. You already a fuck up, dog. You already a fuck up, dog. Like you already got 2 kids at 18, 19, whenever he has kids. I know he's hit in his 18s or the 20s. And then you go to the National Guard and you come and then you ain't making good money yet. Come on, dude. The white man is crazy in the military, but like why would you just do halfway? You know what I'm saying? It don't make any sense. So that's basically I'm gonna wrap this up here soon, but that's some crazy shit. Like why would he sit there? It's a bad faith He's a bad faith argument. He's not doing this because he loves men. He's doing this because he wants the men to be miserable by him. Oh, he feels weird because there's half of now more and more men at 35 don't have no kids and no wife. Yes, some dudes at 35 no kids and wife. They're like the true force lonely dudes like Warren and shit, where they are just such ugly and such weirdos, mentally handicapped and shit. They can't get a chick. Bill's racist ass Bill Greyhouse's movement. But then you also have dudes that are like me, where they can go get a chick, but they're not trying to knock up no chick. They've had chicks in the past, but they're not trying to knock up no chick because that don't make no logical sense. You got Mecca's out here just getting STDs and turning tricks and getting STDs with syphilis in their brain. Then you got these dudes. Then you got dudes like Dwayne, dudes that want looking like Little Wendy, aka I call Little Wayne Little Wendy, looking like Little Wendy at grown men. And then they got 3 kids in the house. They still go to clubbing every night. And they in the 30s. Like, you gotta slow that shit down, dude. If you already got kids and shit. Like, why are you still clubbing and still smoking weed or even doing a little coke or doing a little heroin and you grown? Like, that's the negative black stereotype that goes on. But Dwayne trying to be that negative black stereotype. Got a bunch of baby mamas and you ain't married to none of them. And that marriage is corrupted anyway. And so because women can just divorce you and take half your shit or more, snap of the finger. So why would you even want to do that? It's like line up to. It's like a sheep going to the slaughter willingly. It doesn't make any sense. So, but that's what we got going on right now today. And I texted him. I know he's an idiot, but I'm just trying to put the nigga on notice because, like, you're not going to sit here and corrupt the youth like the evil Socrates from history. If you don't know basic of history, Socrates was this guy, whether he exists or not. The legend goes, Socrates was a philosopher in ancient Greece. The place known for rampant homosexuality. They call it pederasty. Grown men with little boys at night. They would become mentors to little boys, and they would have their way. So, but Socrates was going around corrupting the youth. The government said he was going to tell men not to pay their taxes and tell them men to be dissident against the government. The government gave him hemp block and said, drink it, bitch, because you're corrupting the youth and still going against the government. Now, that was going against the government, of course. Socrates was right in telling them to not trust government. But Dwayne truly is like an evil Socrates. Like, he's truly corrupting the youth and trying to tell them to go to be baby daddies and shit like that. And it's like, you tell men to literally go to be baby daddies when most of these women aren't worthy to be mothers. Dwayne's the type, Dwayne probably has baby moms, so he's not that worth. They got 2 of the kids by Ray. And then he knocks up that chick. Then he knocked up another chick probably. She got 2 babies by Pookie and knocked that chick up. So it's like, it's all messy, man. If you were going to have kids, you would have kids with a chick with no kids yet. No kids, start fresh, no kids. And she can't be a former prostitute, former porn, all that stupid shit. She has to be a clean-cut lady. No, never had STD, never had no kids. Then Pimp and Ken, the former pimp, said, always get a chick 7 years younger than you at least. So if you're 35, get a chick 28. If you 30, you could even get a chick as low as early 20s. If you 30, get a chick that is 23, etc. So you always want to get a chick, because women age faster than men. Women can be dating like 5 guys at a time, typically, and shit like that. Women get ran through because women like sex more than men. They just play bullshit and act like they don't. Yes, of course, make sure she ain't take the jab if you're going to have kids. But I say don't even have kids because the world is fucked. The world is cooked. We're on the sinking Titanic, rearranging the deck chairs. So you need to just kiss your ass goodbye. And anyway, so it's like, what you having kids for? To make another slave? For what you make another kid for? You make another taxpayer to be a slave to the system? We're doomed. We're going down, and we're going down the sinking Titanic. It's like talking about, what we're going to have to eat when the Titanic's going down. Okay, the Titanic's sinking. Look at this house of cards collapsing. We got the evil people in office. The people in office let us know about Epstein and shit like that. Exactly, man. Whether she had take COVID or not, we've taken so many vaccines today that they poison water, making the frogs homosexuals and changing sex. And Alex Jones called true opposition is right about that shit. You feminize culture. You got all the damn estrogen in the water and shit, making more people homosexual. You got it actually masculinizes women and feminizes men. Then you've got, it's called gender inversion. And then you've got all this shit going on. You got women that won't act right, that would until they get knocked up, they're all sweet and kind. You knock that bitch up, now she's an evil demon that got power over you. So go have a kid if you want to. Sorry for the brothers already had kids. I don't know but man, it's just like, come on. Why the fuck would you do that? He's telling these people to lead these people astray because he's miserable. I met Dwayne in person one time in early 2023 when I first got out the military. I think it was March 2023 or it was April 2023. We shook hands at the local McDonald's in that small town in North Carolina, and that was it. To tell dude was shady back then. Okay, so I was like, man, these dudes having all these baby mamas and shit, it's messy, it's stupid, it's not a good look for black men, it's embarrassing. Let Mexicans do that stupid shit. Let white boys do that stupid shit. Why do we have to do this stupid shit? Fall behind idiots doing this stupid shit. It don't even make any sense, dude. Like, why would you even do that? It's messy. It's not a good look for black people. We should be known to be, in the past, black men would have a wife and have kids. It made sense in the 50s. It made sense in the 30s and 40s. It don't make sense no more. We're not the silent generation. We're not the baby boomers. We're the millennials now. Dwayne's a millennial. I'm a millennial. I think low key he's a millennial. Kane, I think, might be Gen X. But anyway, we are all the millennial generation. Like, we need to know that having kids is obsolete now. But that's it, man. I'm gonna wrap this up. But yeah, I had to get that off my chest because that was some stupid shit. Because here you are, Dwayne's promoting having kids when he knows the world's fucked up. Well, but Dwayne seems like he's like low IQ too, as well. Okay, I'm 30. I think Kane has kids, but I'm 34, about to be 35 in 2 months, and I have no kids, and I'm proud of that. Like, that's such a great thing that not have kids, and you want to have to take care of this crazy woman. You don't take care of this crazy woman and this kid for the rest of your life and shit like that. Don't have to add the stress of that shit. You just focus on your things. Because I am Dwayne talking about you always use a condom when you have sex. Like, yes, I always use a condom when I have sex. Like, that's not that hard to do. You want to be paying child support 18 years? You want to go 6 months and have an SD on your PP? Right, but you see, and that's Dwayne. Kane might be part of the generation that had a kid before he knew any better. They didn't know no better. We know better now. See, he probably had a kid. I mean, he had a kid when he was 20, 18 years ago. That was year 2005, I think, or 2006 or 7. And he didn't know no better, man. So if a kid was in 2006, yeah, he's a little older than me. I was in high school in 2000. But yeah, he didn't know no better, man. 2008. Okay. He didn't know no better, dude. He didn't know no better back then. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? The guys didn't know. The internet was just coming out. And the MGTOW really didn't start kicking off till like 2012-ish. People didn't know no better, dude. People just were, I was in a small break in town. I got homeschooled last year of my life. I only had popular girlfriends still. I was in my 20s. So I'm so glad I waited to, I didn't really start messing around all the way, having whole like sex until I was in my 20s, because that protected me from having kids early on. Because any man's honest with you, it's not fun. Being a baby daddy ain't fun. Having a kid you can only see on the week, every other holiday and shit, that shit ain't fun. And paying child support, a kid for you only see 50 days out the year. That shit ain't fun. You paying child support for a kid you can't even see. And that's what the MGTOW movement was trying to preach. Now the homosexual took it over, and white supremacists took it over and shit like that. And then white supremacists like Bill jumped in and infiltrated shit. So it's like, yeah, you got different things coming on and shit like that. But it's like, yeah, that's fucked up that Dwayne is trying to corrupt the youth like that, and it's really sick, because it's like a guy. I saw a podcast of a guy from Tasha K, of a homosexual dude, talking about, people are born homosexuals. Like, no, he thinks, yeah, feminists took over too. Feminists that pretend to be pro-men took over MGTOW and Red Pill, whatever. And Red Pill has no hard definition, but MGTOW was a hard definition. It meant no kids, no marriage, no cohabitation, and no unprotected sex. Mexicans can't fall under no protected support. I know a Mexican claimed to be MGTOW. I was like, if you're not having protected sex with hookers, or he can't even get a normal woman. You're not having protected sex with hookers, you're not MGTOW, because you're risking pregnancy every time you have sex. So it's like, why would you? You're not MGTOW. You're fake. You're phony. If you unprotected sex, like if you're such an idiot, unprotected sex that feels that good to you, okay, go have 15 kids. Who am I to stop you? I can't stop you, but I can give you, the old saying goes, advice. The wise don't need it and the fool don't heed it. If you're an idiot, go be an idiot. Like, if you want to have 15 kids by 15 different women, go do it until you're in jail for child support. Then you be crying. But yeah, that's some fucked up shit. Like, for Dwayne to say that stupid shit, that's some crazy shit. Like, that's not cool. But anyway, man, I'm gonna get off, man. Well, I got 4 people watching now, but yeah, man, but it's some crazy shit. I mean, man, I'll wrap it up now. But yeah, man, I'm my place in Hell Divers. Fuck it. Yeah, man, but that was some crazy shit, man. You gonna fuck up Insane Dwayne? Yeah, Insane Dwayne, man. That's Insane Dwayne. Insane Dwayne, Misery Likes Company, because he insane in the membrane. Come on, man. Dwayne's gonna talk about you have kid. If you're not 30, if you're 35, you can't. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be alone. Come get the hell out of here, dude. I got my hobbies. I got my job. I got my shit. I made my career. I got my shit that I do, bro. Like I don't need to be tied down to one woman. And y'all, a lot of you get tricked in the honeymoon phase. Women are all sweet and kind. Then we have the baby. Then then they turn to put the script on your ass. Yeah, man. I just am so disappointed. But hey, I felt I might started telling me that Dwayne was a piece of shit anyway. He never said like, hey man, you're a veteran and I'm still not sure. Hey man, let's go out and I'll treat you to dinner. It's like, no, I'll treat you to dinner, man. He never said no shit like that. That's a cool dude say to you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a cool dude say to you. All that bullshit of just dap you up one time. That's a silly motherfucker. That's a motherfucker that don't like you. That's a motherfucker that doesn't like the person in question. And so then they jealous and they stand offish and shit. Anyone that ever been in North Carolina, like you have a lot of jealous hearted niggas. A lot of coons, Uncle Tom in North Carolina. I don't go north of Mason Dixon line, but yeah. Got the seat help. The normal soldiers helping me. Get some ass. Yeah, but it was just disappointing to hear Dwayne say that shit. But I could tell Dwayne was thinking grass when I first met him. That's a piece of shit, bro. And you're not telling people to get education, but telling them to have kids. See how stupid that is? That was unfortunate.